there, Mustafa here with Anis Tabiat YouTube channel. I have a few days to kill and I've decided to visit the Northeast. I don't exactly know where. I think I'm just gonna find places that I go. I have no reservations. I just got what I think I need and we're headed that way. I think I would like to visit Maine. All I know about Maine is that Stephen King lives there and the Acadia National Park is there. So I hope to have your company and I hope that you enjoy the adventure as well. Let's go. It's going to be a fun one. I figured out where I want to go first. I had an opportunity to speak with a friend and he advised me that White Mountains in New Hampshire is on my route. So I think I'm gonna do that. I've driven for about 5 hours. I'm gonna drive for another 3, rest, and try to get to the trailhead 5:30, 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. That will be the first stop. I think it's going to be fun. Good morning. I slept in the car last night. It wasn't bad. It is 5:22 a.m. and I am about 27 minutes away from the trailhead. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Okay, here we are. I was concerned that I might not be able to find parking, but that does not seem to be the case. I think we're good. All right, let's get ready. We are ready to go. Hopefully the weather cooperates. My phone does not work, so I do not know what the summit conditions are. And here's something to be worried about. So the condition changes at the summit pretty rapidly. Let's see where we get to. As I said, I know nothing about this trail, but so far it's looking great. I was concerned about water, but I think if you have a filter, you should be fine. It's definitely not an easy hike. And when you add the water as an element on top of the rocks, it makes it a bit dangerous, but if you exercise caution, you should have fun. I'm following the falling water trail that connects to the other trail and eventually it becomes a loop back to the parking lot. We are out of the mini waterfalls and gaining elevation. I think this hike is rising up to 3,000 feet. The elevation gain is putting a lot of stress on my body. But I know the key to that. I know the solution to that is to rest and take your time. This place is beautiful. Also, it's worth noting to have enough fluids in your system before you start any hike and have plenty with you during the hike. If you're in a place unknown like I am today, make sure that you stay on the path and follow the marks. Sometimes fatigue could cause you to not pay attention to the signs, and that could cause you some trouble. This information board is very helpful. Looks like we have some exciting views up ahead. How is that for a view? Man, it was tough climbing, but I think it's worth it, don't you? Wow, that temperature change is no joke. I want to take this opportunity to thank my friend Mike and his wife Wendy for suggesting this place. This is awesome. I think I'm gonna layer up and continue on before the bad weather gets in. I think the weather is going to cooperate. But even if it doesn't, you know what I mean? Look at that view. Holy cow. Holy cow. That's awesome. Let's go. Man, I was so tired coming up. As soon as I got to the top, it's as if all the tiredness just vanished. Well, granted that I'm not climbing as steep, but still, this view is just breathtaking. I'm almost at the summit, but now because of the fog you can't see anything. That's a shame. Get something to eat.
Yeah. The show.
I always like it when I'm like flat, and I'm like, woo! And then eventually there was a
I'll take it. Does anybody else want to eat the rest of these pepper
No!
Yeah. Like a 7:30 departure. Yeah, maybe like 8.
Maybe, yeah, maybe later.
Just got back. It took me 7.5 hours to complete the loop. I used the falling water trail to summit and then the old bridle trail to get back to my car. It was a beautiful hike, but definitely challenging and dangerous. Challenging because you're gaining 3,000 feet of elevation, dangerous because a lot of the rocks on which you're stepping, they are very, very wet and slippery. I especially disliked the coming down part. So if you're gonna do something like this, in conditions that are like this, please make sure that your shoes are appropriate and that you're taking extra caution to be safe. Please make sure that you also have layers to protect you and keep you warm. There's a hut that is about 3 miles from this parking lot. Using the old bridle trail, the hut is within 3 miles and it's in a beautiful, beautiful location that offers meals and a place to stay. give it that you have reserved things ahead of time. I'll put the information for that in the description. I was also told that if you just go and if they have an opening, they will just accept you. Other than that, I think if you're gonna do something like this, I highly recommend it. Right now I feel pretty tired, a little bit sweaty, and thirsty. Luckily, there's a brook that is only about a few minutes away from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a shower, get some water, and make some green tea. So let's go and do that. After a long hike, hot green tea, raisins and almonds, in this beautiful nature. Does it get better than that? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this tea and pack up and go towards Maine. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good morning from Medway, Maine. I just got to the visitor center and I think what I'm gonna do is make myself breakfast and decide which way to go next. I'm thinking about visiting the coast. This thing is pretty cool. Heading to the Quoddy Head State Park to check out the lighthouse and the surrounding views. It should be fun. We're here, let's go. There it is, the famous lighthouse. We've made it to the easternmost part of the United States and the Atlantic Ocean, of course. This adventure so far has been wonderful. Next destination on the agenda is Acadia National Park. Should be a good one. Let's go. Good morning. I decided to spend the evening in Eastport. I think that was a good decision. I've decided to postpone the Acadian National Park until tomorrow and instead do the Bold Coast Trail today. I just found out some information about it that is quite intriguing. It should be a fun one. Breakfast before we leave. Okay, let's do the loop. The loop is 10 miles. Let's get it done.
Hi there.
Hey,
You've been here before, right? No, you haven't.
my first time. Yeah,
Yeah.
right there. Coastal.
Yep. Coastal. That's where I'm heading.
Let's put the gear down and get a little bit closer. Oh. The trail is pretty well covered, so even on a hot day when the sun is out, you should still be fine. And you have the sound of the waves to refresh you as well. Oh, I think there's a path that takes you down to the beach. Okay. It's not a bad idea. Right there. I think I want to go down. Let's go. It's a pretty nice beach. It is definitely worth it to spend some time here. The way down and up might be a little tricky, but I think it's definitely worth it. It's a nice view. This looks like a good place to take a break and get some food in. Let's go. Wow, that view never gets old. You know what you can find on this trail? Aside from the beautiful sights, You can also find blueberries in this trail. Look, there's so much. Okay, that's enough. We gotta leave some for others. Lots of beaches. This one seems to be bigger and a lot easier to get to compared to the first one to which I went. Huh. It's beautiful and calm. Let's keep going. I should have brought my camping gear and camped here. I don't think if you need to reserve anything, as long as there's one available, you can just get to it. When you come in, there's a sign-in sheet for the authorities to know who's where. And I think in there you also mention if you're camping or if you're just going for a loop. I think this would have been a great spot to camp, but I had no idea what to expect from here. It still has been an amazing day so far. Would have been cool if I could spend a night or two here. I think you can stay up to 14 days. That's amazing. A porcupine. How cool is that? Just taking a stroll. He's taking a defensive stance. Let's keep going. Hey there, I got to my car yesterday from the trail very, very late. I think I was having too much fun. I stopped at a lot of places and just took my time. Wow, what a hike. What a beautiful place. And surprisingly, very, very easy. I'm going to go get some clam chowder and then head to the Acadia National Park. Let's go get some lobster. The Travelin' Lobster. Hot lobster rolls. Clam chowder. Round 2. Blueberry pie. I recently learned that getting this in this part of the country is a must. It's pretty good. Oh, that hit the spot. Let's go. For the next 2 nights, this will be home. Good morning, everyone. It's around 6:40. I decided to take it off yesterday and rest. So I slept pretty well. Now I think I'm gonna make myself a quick breakfast and head to the Beehive hike. I think it's called Beehive, but it's going to be a fun one. Let's go. just got to the parking lot for the Beehive Trail. And the park rangers told me that today is not a good day to go. It's foggy right now and it's supposed to rain all day. I have experienced wet rocks and it is not fun. It's very dangerous. So I don't know. I have to leave tomorrow and I really wanted to finish this hike. I've heard a lot of great things about it, but I haven't seen any photos. I haven't seen any videos on it. All I know is that it's got great views, but exposed ledges. So I'm very, very disappointed. I wish I had done this yesterday, but I was so tired. I just had to take a break. I didn't even check the forecast. Shoot. I don't even have a rain poncho or a rain jacket. My pack doesn't have a cover. I came very ill prepared for this. But it is what it is. I don't know. I'm gonna think a little bit on it and make a plan soon. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna go as far as I can. And if I see that it's too dangerous, I'll return. No beautiful scenery, no exhilarating experience is worth your health and your life. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, press ahead. If it's too dangerous, I'll return. Let's see where we get to. Honest opinion so far, it's been pretty good. Not too bad. But again, we have just started. Check out the views. There's nothing but fog. I hope it just remains like that and I don't get heavy rain when I get back or on the way back. Other than that, I think I'm going to continue. This is the summit?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this is the summit. I don't know what I was scared of, but this is very, very underwhelming. The views are pretty, I'm sure, but with the fog, you can't see very much. You literally, I think, hike for 15 minutes and you get to the summit. Needless to say that I'm very disappointed with this. I don't know what I was scared of. I was expecting a lot more. And I think that's a consequence of not really reading or researching ahead of time. I just came, but this is very underwhelming. I think when I was sitting in my car, I was very sad that I couldn't do this because of the level of dangers that might be involved. But this is child's play, honestly. I just completed the Beehive Trail. Let's go check out the beach. The beach is very close to the trailhead. It would have been good if the hike was actually challenging, so you could come afterward and properly relax, but it is what it is. Beach is not my cup of tea. I could do the mountains, but I don't do so well with the beaches. I think I'm ready to call it a day. There are more hikes left, but at this point, I think I should just give my body a break. It's been quite a few days of nothing but just hiking and doing some challenging stuff. I think I'm gonna go back to my campsite and get ready to leave tomorrow morning. It's gonna be a long drive back home, but it'll be a good one. All right, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It's time to get up and get going. Let's go. After 13 hours of driving, I have finally arrived. This trip was completely impromptu. On the one hand, I wish I had done some planning. On the other, I truly enjoyed the exhilaration of making plans on the fly. In any case, this experience was wonderful, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thank you again for being my companion, and I'll see you on the next trail. Goodbye now.